Hello and welcome to my channel Making Money and Finance. I have a new video for you today. What is social media marketing? Why does your company need to use it? Before I begin, I want you to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel so that you are the first to know when we upload a new video. And if you find our video useful, please share it with your friends and family. One of the most effective ways to market your business online is through social media marketing. However, it's interesting to note that the majority of people don't have a clue. The essence of what social media marketing entails. I'm going to start by defining what social media marketing is, but I'm also going to tell you why it's so important for small to mid-sized companies and discuss the key question that you'll need an answer to in order to set your social media marketing strategy. Is it possible for your company to find success with marketing on social media? If you watch this video, you won't ever need to ask yourself that question again, and I'll personally guarantee it. Your customers are constantly active on social media, and this trend is not going away anytime soon. If you fail to adjust to the new standard of marketing, you might discover that your company is experiencing a decline, or even worse, that it has completely failed. You can avoid this situation by utilizing social media marketing, as well as kickstart new growth in your company. What exactly is marketing through social media, then? But to put it more plainly, social media marketing is the process of promoting your business to potential customers through the social media platforms that they use. You must, however, prioritize the interests of your clients above those of your own company if you want your business to be a resounding success. It is essential for you to have a thorough understanding of the differences between the various forms of social media marketing, as there are now a great number of them. Management of social media platforms was the very first aspect of what is now known as social media marketing. The process of creating and publishing content across various social media channels, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Pinterest, is what is referred to as social media management. It entails setting up your social media accounts and posting content that is relevant to your pages on those accounts. Reaching your target audience and establishing trust with them is the purpose of this function, and you can do so by posting content that is engaging. People who interact with your content on a regular basis are more likely to become customers of yours in the long run, according to this theory. At this point, engagement refers to the favorable responses that individuals have when they see your brand. And when it happens frequently enough, it creates an undeniable trust in both you and your company. Advertising on social media platforms is yet another element that is included in social media marketing. Advertising on social media platforms is referred to as social media advertising, and it is used to drive traffic to an external destination, such as a website. These advertisements, for instance, frequently appear in the news feeds of Facebook and Instagram, and they are referred to as sponsored posts on Twitter. They will show up as promoted tweets when you visit Pinterest. They always show up as promoted pins, no matter the platform. Through advertising on social media, you can reach almost anyone and get instant exposure to your brand. Now that we've established what social media advertising is, let's get right down to the meat of the matter and discuss why marketing on social media is so crucial in today's world. Let's begin with the first and most obvious point, which is that your customers are already there. There are 4.62 billion people who use social media platforms on a daily basis. There are only 8 billion people spread across the entire planet. There isn't much else that has taken hold in our culture to the same extent as social media itself has. And of those 4.62 billion people, at least 3 to 4 hours per day are spent on social media usage. They devote a significant portion of each day to engaging in activities related to various forms of social media. Therefore, you should get on there as soon as humanly possible. The second option is less expensive. When compared to more conventional methods of advertising such as print, mailers, and television, the cost of reaching 1,000 people through social media is significantly lower. If you spent $10 on Instagram advertisements, you could reach 1,000 users. However, day by day, a growing number of business owners and advertisers are turning to social media in an effort to expand their operations. The costs of advertising have, as a direct consequence of this, increased marginally over the course of the past few years. What really matters is that you get started on developing your social media presence as soon as possible so that you can take advantage of the low costs and develop your brand, rather than having to play catch up later. Thirdly, it's not just a trendy new way to advertise, it's also highly targeted to its audience. The data that social media giants have on their users is the primary factor that sets their advertising apart from nearly all of its competitors. They are aware of both your preferences and your objections. They are aware of your marital status and can pinpoint both your place of employment and your place of residence. In addition to this, they are aware of the stores and restaurants that you frequent, as well as the foods that you enjoy. It's incredible how much they know about you already. Some people have the opinion that Facebook is monitoring not only your conversations and private messages sent through Facebook Messenger with your friends and family, but also your location when you use their mobile app on your phone. For instance, there is a great deal more to this, but the important thing to remember is that the data is being used by marketers to target advertisements at those who are most likely to be interested in what you have to offer. The level of precision that can be achieved through social media marketing sets it apart from other forms of marketing. It enables companies to connect with people who have the most interest in things relevant to the goods and services that they sell. Now I could go on and on about the benefits that businesses receive from engaging in marketing via social media. I could elaborate on how it makes people more trustworthy. I can tell you how trust leads people to buy your products, or I can tell you how brands now have the ability to participate in two-way discussions with their customers in a way that has never been possible before, which deepens their relationships with those customers. If you are unable to figure out how to interact with your clients through social media, your company may go out of business. Let's move on to the next topic and speak about how to get started with marketing on social media. Let's have a conversation about strategy, because that's the most important aspect of the social media marketing strategy for your company that you need to think about. Now, here's the main question. You need to make a decision about something that is really important right now. And that concludes our discussion on this topic. Do you intend to create a name for yourself on social media, or do you plan to launch an advertising campaign? Do you want something that you can invest in for optimal returns in the future, or are you yearning for leads and sales right this minute? Do you place a high importance on your relationships and reputation, or would you rather skip all of that and get straight to making sales? The manner in which you respond to these inquiries will, in the end, establish the social media marketing plan you employ, which in turn will impact the outcomes. When it comes to advertising, the vast majority of people want the simplest and most direct path to success, and I get it. Instant satisfaction is a concept that is extremely popular in our society. Right now, we need to see results. To put it another way, advertising drives traffic straight to your website. It emits all the lingo pertaining to likes and followers. You need to do all in your power to attract a large number of people to visit your website. After that, just a fraction of the traffic will turn into leads and actual sales. If your product is marketable and those ads are effective at a high level, running a variety of different quality ads with videos and spectacular photographs, setting up adequate follow-up systems like retargeting and email follow-ups are all things to consider. Then, over the course of time, optimize those ads by making use of performance data in order to generate a massive amount of traffic, leads, and sales. This is how a lot of different companies handle their advertising, but it is essential that you comprehend the dangers inherent in using this method. Your success may be contingent on uncontrollable external factors, such as the cost of advertising, which may have an effect on your overall profitability. This presents a potential risk. In most cases, the question of whether something can be successful or if marketing on social media can be successful is irrelevant. It all comes down to whether or not I will make a profit at the end of the day. The cost of acquiring a customer ought to be lower than the price of the goods that you sell. If you spend $500 to gain a new customer who would only pay you $200 in total, it is quite likely that you will spend your way out of business. And even if you are successful in dealing with increasing levels of competition and additional costs, there is still a possibility that it will not be successful in terms of scalability over the long run. Building a brand is the alternative, so let's talk about it now. When your business becomes well known and trustworthy, you will eventually be able to offer items and services without having to rely on advertising. The issue is that it takes such a long time and a lot of work to create a brand on social media. This is a concern. It is necessary to provide a great amount of value to your audience in order for them to acknowledge you as a thought leader and, eventually, someone they can trust in your field of expertise. When that occurs, they will be more receptive to what it is that you are attempting to get them to buy. When managed well, the reputation of your brand will become an asset that you can put to use throughout the duration of your company. Not merely for the purpose of a particular advertising promotion. Managing your brand's reputation on social media can help you build your business. You may establish people's trust by posting useful content that also makes them happy. In order to accomplish this, you will need to construct posts for your social media profiles that are attractively designed and contain information that is useful to others, and you will also need to ensure that others who have a need for such information can access your content. So, in response to this riddle, what is the solution? On the one hand, we are working to develop a name for our company, and on the other, we will conduct this marketing effort. I believe that you should both grow your brand on social media and also take advantage of advertising campaigns in order to offer short-term success while you still have the opportunity to do so. Now that we have that out of the way, let's briefly discuss what was covered in this video. In the beginning, we talked. What exactly is meant by social media marketing? Promoting your company on potential clients' social media channels is an essential part of social media marketing. In addition to this, we talked about the two different kinds of social media marketing: social media management and social media advertising. Now, keep in mind that managing your brand on social media requires you to create content, publish it, and promote it across various social media channels. This is the essence of social media management. On the other hand, social media advertising places its primary emphasis on promoting adverts with the goal of driving traffic to external destinations, such as your website. We also discussed the significance of the question, why is social media marketing so important? There is an infinite number of reasons for this, but if I had to choose just 3, I would say the following: it is not expensive, and it has a very specific target audience. There is no debate about whether or not you ought to have a presence on social media. Before you design and implement your social media strategy, what is the most important question you need to resolve first? The most important decision is whether or not you want to establish a brand, as opposed to running a short-term advertising campaign. Both options come with a variety of benefits and drawbacks. In the end, I believe that it is better to do both, but you must be clear on what it is that you are attempting to accomplish. If you learned anything from this video, please share it with a friend, press the like button, and subscribe below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.